Hey guys, it's HPP, and we are here talking to another fish. Actually, okay, so we're talking to this fish here, right? Well, I mean, you can probably tell from the title of the episode, but what we're doing here is we're filling out this blank-ass map. I mean, look at the map. There's now 44 empty spaces. So, this is a lot of map filling out. And I don't think I need to tell you that this is probably post-commentated. Because each of these segments is about 17 seconds long, maybe, if that. 17 to 25 seconds, somewhere in there. And it's just a little bit tedious to need to, do active live audio recording for these. Just, it's kind of easy to understand that, I hope. And if it's not, maybe I could have done it that way, I don't know. But I remember NCS did it this way, and I kind of thought about it for a long time about how I was going to do the map, because the map needs to get filled out. It's easy to reference things that way. So, I mean, look, there's that, it's Gale Isle, okay, so that was Gale Isle. That's actually important. It's marked on our map as something important, but we're not going to go there for a long time yet. Like, that's, technically our next destination, story-wise. Well, one of them. You can go to two places to go to your next destination, story-wise, but excuse me, it's just not what I want to do right now, because we're at the point where we can do most of the side questy stuff. So I kind of want to do that. So I'm just talking while I'm watching the fish fill out the map. So there's Crescent Moon Island. That's another one of the islands that he's about to talk about that is important when the moon is at a certain point. Yeah. So there's actually, I think, like 5 or 6 of those, maybe more or less. But it's important to note what the state the moon is in when you visit certain isles at night. Well, I mean, obviously at night. The moon isn't out during the day. Well, technically it is, but shut up. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to fill out the map so we can use it to reference things in the future. So I can say, oh yeah, go to such and such an island, and probably we'll reference a, quadrant. It's G4, C8, stuff like that. And, there is no C8, because the map is 7 by 7, so it's A through G and 1 through 7, so whatever. But, it has a 49 segments, but, not even segments either, they're just squares. Shut up! But, yeah, so the fish is still talking and telling us interesting things about here. I think I went a little too fast talking to him at some points, but, if you want to read what he says at certain points, just pause it. You should be able to see it. And, he will tell us some interesting things. This whole thing, recording all of the 45 missing spaces, actually took about 3 hours worth of sailing. Almost. There was a part where I took a break for a sec, but that was, quite a lot of sailing. And quite a lot of bait buying. What I would do is, if I was way too far away, just because I couldn't remember any other islands, is I would gale out of the gales back to, Outside Island and buy some bait, all-purpose bait from Beetle. I think I'm actually now up to 21 credits at Beetle's, whatever. I need 30 to get a silver membership, so when I get that silver membership, I will record that and show what happens when you do that, and probably do the same for the gold membership as well. I don't remember what happens when you get the different memberships, but we'll have to find out, won't we? Yeah. So, yeah, we're still just filling out the fish. Okay, what to talk about? Okay, well, today is June 20th, and, well, technically now it's June 21st, but it's still June 20th in my mind, and in the Pacific, US. So, yes, greetings from the future to all you people out there. And actually, yesterday I did manage to pick up Ocarina of Time 3D, because I was really excited about that, and wanted to have at least one real, actual 3DS game for my 3DS, because they made the poor planning point of putting out games that weren't really that interesting as release titles for the very interesting handheld console thing. But, yeah, so I picked up Ocarina of Time, and I gotta say, that is, the graphics are, like, a really nice change. It looks really shiny. And with the 3D on, it was actually impressive to see certain parts of the game, like where Zelda's telling the story about the goddesses and the rain is falling down. That was really cool to look at in 3D. If anyone has played that, then yeah, you might know what I'm talking about. It looks really cool in the 3D. And apparently, according to the back of the book, once you, or back of the game box, if you beat it, you can unlock a mirrored version of Mapquest. And I'm kind of excited about that, although going through the entire game backwards on a harder difficulty is going to confuse the hell out of me. I will guarantee you now. Ugh. And that was Tingle Island. That will be very important later. Oh, also, quick thing. I was thinking earlier, I kind of would like to have like an official icon type thing, like an icon based around like, you know, the HPP, whatever. If someone could draw like an angry, homicidal looking blue Pikmin or something, if there are any artists out there, if you know, if I could get in touch with anyone who's an artist of some sort, I could, would love to ask if you could possibly, yeah, I just would like to talk to anyone who has some sort of artistic ability, and talk details after that, but I just would love for someone to, with much more artistic capabilities than me, be able to make something that I could use as like an official icon for the channel, because now I have this fancy snazzy, whatever, music theme song, thanks to Pico, and, heart, but, yeah, awesome stuff. Ugh. And I don't even know what topic I'm on anymore, but I really never do. I guess that's the point of watching my videos. You never know what the hell I'm talking about. But, I mean, I don't know what the fish is talking about right now, because it's kind of blurry before I edit it, when it's in Vegas. Like, I'm looking at it in Vegas and Wind Waker before I edit it. It's always a little blurry, so it's harder to read smaller text. And then once it's edited, or while it's editing, it fixes itself. And obviously when it goes up, you can read it. Ugh. Let's see. It's raining. Yeah, it's very much raining. Also, something I discovered in my, while I was recording this, there was a, I accidentally fed the same fish bait twice, and I didn't actually know, because this is kind of, like, weird. I don't, you know, it's not necessary, and I don't know why I would have ever found it in another playthrough, unless I was really curious. The fish, if you feed him bait the second time, will offer to play a game with you, where he'll jump up into the air a few times, and he'll give you 10 arrows, and he'll jump in the air 10 times. If you can hit him with all 10 arrows, he will give you 200 rupees. And if you can hit it, and however many arrows you hit him with, without hitting him all 10 times, he will give you 10 times the rupees for each hit. So hit him 9 times, you get 90 rupees. Yeah, no, it's a good way to make money. Costs, well, I mean, yeah, actually, technically it is, because if you buy bait, because bait is 10 rupees, if you buy bait, and then play the game 3 times and hit them all 3 times, you get 300 rupees at the cost of 10. So you make 290 rupees for... Is that it? No, you make 600 if you do it right. So you make 590 rupees for 10. So that's pretty good, I think about it, if I think about it. But, yeah, so all the reefs. One thing I thought about was, I always wondered what the points on the map were actually why some of them were actually visible on the map without zooming in when others weren't. And I always thought it was size, but the reefs are bigger than a lot of the stuff that you can actually see on the map. Like that Cyclops reef was pretty damn big. I think it's actually bigger than one that I think will come up here. Actually, I don't think I'll get to it in this part, but actually, well, I know it's bigger than Fire Mountain, and Fire Mountain is in here. So it's I don't know. I know it's big. I know all the reefs are bigger than Fire Mountain. So Great Fish Isle, that's it. I know it's bigger than Great Fish too, but you can't see any of the reefs on the map. So that made me wonder, well, why aren't there? But I think it only puts things on the map that you can see without it being zoomed in that are important. Also, big fish, fire, big octo, suddenly, Okay, well, I decided at this point, because I ran into these 2 big octos, the 2 important big octos, wouldn't you believe? The 2 12-eyed big octos. I ran into them on my way filling out the map, so I decided I'd put them in at the end of the video. This is the first one. I will put up an annotation for whatever section he's in. I believe it was A5. It's A5 or 6. But this is the first 12-eyed big octo. And the best way to take out the big octo's eyes is with the boomerang. So you just gotta target them all and just go. It takes 3 hits, with the boomerang to take out a single eye, but you're hitting 5 at a time, so it should be no problem, really. I actually cut it pretty close in this one, but, you know, he'll make a louder groaning noise when you break one of the eyes. That one right there. He'll make that noise when you blacken the eyes, which, that's really painful and I'm really sorry, but you have something I want, so I'm gonna kill you anyway. Ah! But... yeah, actually, this is back at Crescent Moon Isle, I'll just say that. That's where this is. Oi. Alas. This is the last eye, I think. Bam. No, there's one more. Just right there, staring at me with the... 1,000... whatever, we got him. Okay, and he falls... and I'm actually just going to cut to getting the treasure because, as you may have noticed before, I'm terrible at getting treasure. So I'm just going to cut to it. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, let's dig it up. Or not dig it up, you're using a grappling hook to grab something at the bottom of the ocean. That grappling hook has a long reach. Anyway, inside of the chest... what do we got? 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 We got a piece of heart. It's piece of heart. Fills me with joy. Anyway. Yeah, and now here's the other big octo. The other 12-eyed big octo. There's 6 total big octos. 2 of them have 12 eyes, 3 of them have 8 eyes, and 1 of them has 4 eyes. But 3 of them are also not important. Can you guess which ones? But, well, I mean, what they have... I'll go ahead and tell you what they have. I don't actually know if I want to take the time to go get them. If you guys really want to see me get them, then I will. I actually skipped over them while I was finding all the map parts. The 3 8-eyed big octos have 100 rupees each. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of worth going after, but there's other ways to get rupees. And rupees can easily be gotten off screen, so if you guys want me to show them, then I will, but honestly I don't think it'll actually be worth doing. But I could just do side quest and story stuff, and that's not worthy side quest stuff. But, yeah. But this guy has something important that is better than rupees, just like the last one did. So, you might be able to guess what it is. I mean, they all have the same stuff, so I just gave it away there. This one has a piece of heart too. And that's friggin' awesome. 2 pieces of heart for something as easy as that, while doing something else. Couldn't ask for something better. Well, now that that one's down, we can collect a reward, which I will also cut to, but this time I think I'll show at least some sailing, because, you know, at least getting to it. So there's a crane, because this one took like a minute and a half to actually find, because I'm so bad at aiming the freaking crane. Pardon me, I'll go suck somewhere else, but right here, if you drop the crane... yes, dig up the treasure. Dig it up good, yes. Anyway, there's the treasure chest. And inside... well, you already know what's inside. I already told you what was inside. Anyway, after we get this piece of heart, we're in the next part... well, the next part I will finish up the map.